Welcome back to the Wellness Tips channel, where we uncover shocking health secrets that could change your life. If you're over 60, brace yourself. There are 4 cheeses you must eat to stay vibrant, and 4 you need to ditch immediately. And your doctor isn't telling you this. A jaw-dropping study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reveals that the wrong cheeses can skyrocket your heart disease risk by a staggering 40%. We're talking clogged arteries, soaring blood pressure, and even mini-strokes that sneak up silently, all from those gourmet or healthy cheeses you thought were safe. But it gets worse. These sneaky culprits don't just threaten your heart. They can erode your memory, spike your blood sugar, and fuel inflammation, turning a simple grilled cheese sandwich or a cracker with creamy cheese into a ticking health time bomb. At 60 and beyond, your body's defenses against fats and sodium are weaker, making these choices critical. Hold on tight, because we're about to expose the cheese experts call a stroke on a plate. And you've probably eaten it without a second thought. Don't panic yet. Not all cheeses are villains. Pick the right ones, and you'll supercharge your gut, sharpen your brain, and strengthen your bones. Drop your location in the comments below, smash that subscribe button, and give us a thumbs up. For more life-changing tips. Ready? Let's dive into the 4 cheeses every senior needs in their diet. Starting now. Cheeses to eat. The next item we're discussing is mozzarella, specifically buffalo or fresh mozzarella. I'm curious to find out if you're tuning in at this moment. If this video strikes a chord with you, please type 1 in the comments section. If so, type 0. Set aside any preconceived ideas about mozzarella. This cheese, when fresh and minimally processed, is one of the best options you can enjoy after turning 60. Real mozzarella, particularly authentic buffalo mozzarella, is crafted using only water, buffalo milk, salt, rennet, and cultures. Unlike the overly processed, rubbery, shredded varieties available in plastic bags at supermarkets, this purity yields a cheese that is abundant in high-quality protein, contains less sodium, and has relatively low levels of saturated fat. In fact, a 2022 study featured in the European Journal of Nutrition demonstrated that elderly individuals consuming fresh, low-salt cheeses such as mozzarella improved their vascular flexibility and encountered fewer episodes of arthritis flare-ups. The high ratio of calcium to sodium and its natural anti-inflammatory properties are likely reasons for this. Another aspect that makes fresh mozzarella attractive to older adults is its balance. It contains less lactose, making it easier to digest, and is rich in essential minerals such as calcium, phosphorus, and selenium. Buffalo milk notably contains higher levels of vitamin A and zinc, as well as enhanced antioxidant capabilities. These nutrients are crucial for older individuals to sustain a strong immune system and healthy eyesight. Furthermore, it is among the rare cheeses that preserve substantial amounts of bioactive peptides. These natural compounds formed during fermentation have been shown to possess properties that can lower blood pressure. Furthermore, mozzarella contains a significant amount of conjugated linoleic acid, a type of fatty acid that enhances fat metabolism and reduces inflammation. 2 factors that are especially important in managing chronic conditions such as arthritis and joint pain. Additionally, mozzarella is very versatile. Toss it into a fresh salad, drizzle it over roasted vegetables, or layer it on tomatoes with basil and olive oil for a classic combination. It is satisfying yet not heavy. Thus, mozzarella is an excellent daily option if you're looking for a cheese that supports immune, bone, and heart health without leading to bloating or raising blood. Pressure feta cheese takes the 3rd spot with its distinctive salty and tangy taste. Feta often astonishes folks when it appears on the list of beneficial foods. But here's the truth. Feta is among the healthiest cheeses for individuals over 60 when eaten in moderation. Typically produced from sheep's milk or a mix of sheep and goat milk, Feta has a unique protein composition that is gentler on aging digestive systems and contains less lactose than cheeses made from cow's milk, facilitating easier digestion. What truly distinguishes feta is its nutritional profile. Compared to creamier cheeses, feta contains less fat yet remains rich in calcium, protein, and vitamin B12, which are vital for maintaining healthy neurological functions, strong bones, and muscle mass as you age. One of the significant benefits of feta is its content of probiotics or beneficial bacteria crucial for gut health. Foods rich in probiotics such as feta can enhance digestion, alleviate bloating, and bolster immune function, which is particularly important as seniors often experience digestive issues or reduced microbiome diversity due to medications and age-related changes. A small amount is sufficient due to its robust flavor, which not only keeps the calorie and sodium content low, but also means you don't need a lot to feel content. Moreover, since it is a crumbly cheese, it naturally promotes portion control. Just a sprinkle of a few crumbles on roasted vegetables or a salad can make your meal more satisfying and healthy. Feta becomes an even safer choice for individuals with high blood pressure when it is rinsed before consumption, reducing its sodium content by as much as 30% for those concerned about salt intake. Swiss cheese is another excellent option recognized by its distinctive holes and mild nutty taste. Swiss cheese offers older adults a delightful range of health benefits. Swiss cheese's surprisingly low sodium content, just 54 milligrams per ounce, or about 75% less than many other hard cheeses, may be its most significant advantage. Because of this, Swiss is an excellent option for seniors who want to savor the taste of a classic cheese while monitoring their blood pressure or managing heart conditions. One of the most naturally lactose-free cheese choices, Swiss cheese's natural aging process diminishes lactose to nearly zero, catering to the heightened lactose sensitivity that many older adults face as they age. Studies have shown that the specific bacterial strains used in the production of Swiss cheese, particularly Propionibacterium freudenreichii, generate beneficial compounds during the fermentation process that are linked to improved immune function in the elderly. Additionally, vitamin K2, also produced during these fermentation activities, plays a crucial role in preventing calcium deposits in the arteries, and instead directs it toward strengthening the bones. Swiss cheese, providing roughly 200 micrograms of calcium per ounce, serves as an excellent source of calcium. This is particularly valuable for older adults facing the challenges of age-related bone density reduction, helping them fulfill their increased calcium needs. With nearly 8 grams per ounce, the protein level in Swiss cheese is also impressive, offering the essential amino acids needed to combat the increased rate of loss experienced after age 60. Swiss cheese is particularly good for brain health due to its high vitamin B12 content, which provides almost 16% of the recommended daily intake per ounce. This is crucial, as it helps address the reduced absorption of B12 commonly seen with age, which can impact cognitive abilities. Furthermore, recent studies suggest that the specific fatty acid profile found in Alpine-style cheeses like Swiss might reduce inflammation markers in the elderly. For older adults, the distinctive holes in Swiss cheese serve a practical purpose. They form as a result of gas-releasing bacteria that help in the decomposition of the cheese's components during aging, making the cheese easier to digest. Let's start with goat cheese. Goat cheese should be a staple in your refrigerator once you reach the age of 60. Goat cheese offers more than just its delightfully creamy texture. It ranks as one of the most nutrient-rich, anti-inflammatory, and digestible cheeses available. Short and medium-chain fatty acids provide goat milk's lipids with their natural configuration. What phono does this imply? As your metabolism decelerates with age, these acids are particularly advantageous because they are simpler for your liver to metabolize and less prone to be stored as body fat. Interestingly, goat cheese contains less casein, the primary dairy protein that often causes digestive issues for many people, and has lower levels of lactose. This makes it easier on the stomach and reduces the chances of bloating or discomfort. Additionally, goat cheese is rich in probiotics, beneficial bacteria that support immune function, aid digestion, and can even help regulate mood. As we age, the diversity of our gut microbiome decreases, potentially weakening our immune system and increasing inflammation. Goat cheese assists in naturally restoring this balance. It is also abundant in zinc, which supports tissue repair and immune system function, and selenium, crucial for thyroid wellness and antioxidant defense. Yet perhaps its most overlooked benefit is its contribution to brain health. Goat cheese contains beneficial omega-3 fatty acids and a unique form of vitamin A that supports memory and cognitive functions. This nutrient-dense cheese is under investigation for its ability to potentially prevent Alzheimer's disease and delay the beginning of age-related cognitive decline. Additionally, goat cheese is known for its simple ingredients list containing no extra additives or artificial substances. Unlike processed cheeses, goat cheese enhances flavor and adds versatility to any dish, be it sprinkled over a salad, smeared on whole grain toast, or mixed into a vegetable omelet. Cheeses to avoid. Having covered the top 4 cheeses to include in your diet, let's now turn to the ones to avoid, especially if you're over 60. American cheese ranks 4th on this list. Although it might make you nostalgic for the grilled cheese sandwiches of your childhood, this cheese-like product is one you should avoid as you age. Truthfully, American cheese isn't actually cheese in the traditional sense. It is a processed food made by mixing real cheese with emulsifiers, extra salt, artificial coloring, and preservatives. You ought to pay attention to the sodium levels, because just one slice comprises approximately 15% of the daily recommended intake. This additional amount of salt can significantly impact blood pressure management for older adults who are already managing heart conditions or high blood pressure. Considering that gut health directly influences immune response and inflammation across the body, maintaining a balanced gut microbiome becomes increasingly important as we grow older. The emulsifiers employed to achieve that creamy texture have been linked to disruptions in gut flora. Moreover, processed cheese often includes synthetic phosphates that can obstruct calcium absorption, posing a significant concern for elderly individuals already facing age-related bone deterioration. These phosphate additives, specifically studied in older groups, show a surprising correlation with increased arterial calcification, essentially representing an expedited progression of artery hardening that typically occurs with aging. There are numerous superior cheese alternatives that can satisfy your cravings without the concerning additives. Therefore, the convenience simply doesn't justify the health compromises. Third, blue cheese. This is where it gets complicated. While blue cheese often conveys a touch of culinary sophistication, it can rapidly turn risky for older adults. The characteristic veined mold is not just there for taste. It's penicillium mold, a living fungus that produces biogenic compounds such as tyramine and histamine. These substances are rapidly metabolized in younger, healthier individuals. However, as we age, our body's enzymatic activity decreases, causing these substances to remain longer and potentially cause harm. A recent 2023 study featured in the journal Food Chemistry indicates that older adults consuming high levels of tyramine might suffer from migraines, substantial increases in blood pressure, and possibly cardiac arrhythmias. Initially, some individuals might feel dizzy as they start on this biochemical journey, which can end with trips to the emergency room. Additionally, the mold found in blue cheese increases the risk of listeria contamination, especially if the cheese is soft, unpasteurized, or improperly stored. This is a potentially life-threatening infection for individuals with compromised immune systems. What's alarming is the subtlety with which it presents itself. Minor palpitations, a pulsating, Headache or a reddened face might be the first signs. Following that, you might experience chest tightness, ears ringing, and a significant sensation of pressure, which is often incorrectly blamed on aging or stress. In reality, this is due to a gradual deterioration of your vascular health caused by a neurotoxic overload. Moreover, if you suffer from kidney problems or high blood pressure, consuming blue cheese is strongly discouraged. Containing more than 400 milligrams of sodium per ounce, it ranks as one of the saltiest cheeses available. In contrast, some less intense cheeses contain double this amount. When paired with the high cream content found in certain varieties of blue cheese, you encounter a significant combination of risks that can clog your arteries and elevate your blood pressure. Many people do not connect their preferred blue cheese wedge with their common headaches or stomach pains. Yet, it often acts as the hidden cause of mysterious chronic symptoms in older individuals. Cream cheese is the next most common culprit. Cream cheese might seem harmless initially. It spreads easily, is soft, and pairs nicely with morning bagels. But beneath that smooth texture lies a potentially dangerous source of fat, especially for those aged 60 and above. Cream cheese contains minimal protein and is high in saturated fat. Essentially, it offers a low-nutrient, high-calorie boost that does not fulfill the genuine nutritional needs of your body. Instead, it encourages the accumulation of fat, especially around the abdominal area. Managing weight becomes increasingly challenging with the addition of energy-dense, nutrient-poor foods, such as cream cheese, especially when combined with a metabolism that is already decelerating due to age-related muscle loss. Another seldom mentioned hazard associated with cream cheese is bacterial contamination. Cream cheese is particularly susceptible to listeria, a harmful bacterium that poses a significant risk to elderly individuals because of its soft texture. Listeria is not just a gastrointestinal condition. It can lead to septicemia or meningitis, particularly in older adults with weakened immune systems. The danger increases when cream cheese is left unrefrigerated, even briefly, such as during office gatherings or on breakfast buffets. Additionally, consider the following point. Cream cheese is often sweetened with flavors such as honey, walnut, or strawberry. These varieties subtly add extra sugars, which worsen the problem. Sugar elevates insulin levels, which promotes fat storage and enhances inflammation. Now you must manage foods rich in fats, sugars, and potentially bacteria, all in what many consider a harmless breakfast item. For those over 60, it represents a triple threat that is often unfortunately ignored. First and foremost, let's discuss spreads made from processed cheese. This type of cheese spread, which comes in tubs, jars, or small foil-wrapped triangles, truly deserves to be called a stroke on a plate. It might seem innocent, especially when marketed as being kid-friendly or easy to spread, but don't be deceived. For those aged 60 and older, this cheese is the most lethal. Why? Because it combines the most harmful elements of all previous offenders. An alarming amount of chemical additives, high levels of saturated fats, and extremely elevated sodium content. The production process of processed cheese spreads is what renders them so harmful. These are not merely softened cheeses. They are subjected to chemical processing, emulsification, and stabilization with synthetic materials like sodium phosphate, a preservative linked to kidney damage. Indeed, phosphate additives significantly worsen any existing kidney impairment, which becomes more common as we age. Over the years, these can burden your kidneys, potentially leading to renal failure or disease. Moreover, this is not just a marginal theory. Phosphate additives in processed foods have been associated with deteriorating kidney function in several studies, including research from the National Kidney Foundation. Yet, that is just the beginning. Additionally, many spreads include significant amounts of trans fats, or partially hydrogenated oils, which are banned in numerous countries, yet still appear in some budget-friendly cheese products. Trans fats heighten the risk of heart attacks and strokes by raising bad cholesterol, known as LDL, and lowering good cholesterol, referred to as HDL. Many people think it's less fattening than hard cheese because of its soft, creamy texture, but it's actually worse nutritionally. The synthetic chemicals it contains can cause inflammation that may lead to faster cognitive decline in individuals over 60. Consequently, this is the cheese you should eliminate from your refrigerator immediately. It is not only unhealthy, but it is also quite aggressive from a biological standpoint. We've journeyed together through this enlightening exploration, and here's the takeaway. Cheese doesn't have to be your health's foe after 60. It can be a delectable ally if chosen wisely. Picking the right cheeses can nourish your body, support your brain, and fortify your bones, while avoiding harmful ones slows aging lunchtime and protects your vitality. Knowledge is power. Understanding which foods fuel longevity and which accelerate decline is essential. Before making any dietary changes, consult your doctor or a nutritionist to ensure the best outcomes tailored to your needs. Now, let's make this a community effort. Share your story. Which of these cheeses are staples in your diet? Have you swapped out unhealthy habits for better ones? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments. We love hearing from you. To inspire each other, tell us one positive habit you practice and one uplifting habit from a friend or family member that motivates you. Together, we can spark change. Join the Wellness Tips channel by hitting subscribe, liking this video, and sharing it with others. Don't stop here. Explore our other videos for more life-changing insights. Thank you for joining us. Let's keep thriving.